Please write fast so that I can continue my session very smoothly. Yeah, as you can see in my slide, whatever I have written over there, that is chapter number 5, acid, base and salt. I could have started chapter number 2, but it was from biology and you are in standard 7, so you should learn the different subcategory of science like physics, chemistry, biology. So in order to make my class more interesting, today I am with a new chapter, a very interesting chapter you might have not learned before that, that is acid, base and salt.
Ma'am,
Yes,
Vijendra Singh presenting screen.
he is always doing the same. Somehow he is creating disturbance. Who is Bijendra Singh?
यश बजाड़ मैम.
Yes, Bajaj.
मैम
Okay, fine. So, beta, if you will continue to do like this one, I cannot, continue my class in a very smooth manner, beta. Please cooperate with me. And you know, whatever the rule of my class, I always used to cite some rule. So, for today rule, one rule is you people are following, that is mute. First of all, you have to mute your mic. Whenever you will be getting the instruction to unmute your mic, thereafter you will unmute the mic. And second one is that, beta, we stop presenting your screen. Many more times orientations program sessions were conducted by Pranav sir, and very detailed manner I think he instructed each and everything. In spite of this, you people are doing the same. So it will all about wastage our time, nothing else. Now without wasting our time, shall we start today's class? Acid, base, salt. So this is chapter number 5, acid, base and salt. This is the, from the chemistry part. So in science, you should know that is science is further classified into the 3 category, namely as physics, chemistry and biology. The chapter number 1, nutrition in plant, was from the biology, and nutrition in animal also from the biology. Because of this reason, I was not starting this chapter, and today I am with the new one, new interesting and very thrilling chapter. It's called the chemistry, burning of science. So now the chapter is acid, base and salt. So moving towards the next slide, what I have prepared for you, that is point to be discussed. So in today's class, what the point we are going to be discussed? First one is that introducing about the acid, base and salt. That means the general introductions about the acid, bases and salt. What to call acid, what to call base and what to call salt. Then moving towards the next, today whatever we are going to cover, that is concept of acid, means the history behind the invention, behind the discovery of the acid. Now for the types of acid, how many types of the acid? As per your label, you will be only learning, basically there are 2 types of the acid, and depending upon the parameter, I will later on I will discuss each and everything. Depend upon the parameter, the acids are further categorized into the subcategories. And moving towards the next, that concept of base. As you can see in my slide, I have written over there the concept of base, type of base, then salt and its nature, what to call salt, and what will be its nature. So everything we will discuss in today's class. So please, student, for a fraction of second, you close your eyes and just concentrate your mind towards my class, towards the live class, so that means you can acquire many more knowledge, because this chapter is very very new. Means in your previous session, in your previous class, you might not have read all these things. Some of you might have read, but some of you may not read all these things. So in this class, new one is that yeah. So you can see in my slide, Development of the lesions, introduction. When we use in our daily life a large number of these substance. Now, let me ask you and answer me in chat box. That is, you know, in our daily life, day-to-day life, we are having lots of substances. Fine. So, is substance having the same taste? No. Your answer will be absolutely no. Why? Because each substance, the taste of the food varies because each food item has unique chemical compositions. Because we cannot say that each and every food item are giving the same taste. Some of the food item may be, you know, it may be sour in taste. Some of the food item may be sweet in taste. Some of this food item will be in, you know, salty in taste. So, based upon their chemical nature, substance can be categorized into the acid, base, and salt. I hope my people, my cadet, you are understanding the thing. That is, though it is a one-way process, beta, but you just try to, you know, understand the thing. आप लोग जब जैसे concentrate करोगे मेरे class में, automatically you will clear out each and every queries. So now, based upon their chemical nature, whatever I said to you, उनके chemical nature के base पे the substance further categorized into the three parts. Now, what are the three parts? Acids, base, and salt. Now, moving towards the first burning topic, that is acid. You have you know, heard about the acid in Chapak movie very recently. It was you know, telecasted, and in this movie what happening, miss one girl, she caught from the acid attack. So what is acid means, what is the history, what is the, you know, various functions of the acid. So today we will going to cover all these things. Now, acid. The word acid comes from the Latin word. Let me tell you, my dear student, acid is nothing. Acid कुछ नहीं होता है. It is just the chemical substance. Up to your level, I am telling you. When you people will be in higher standard like 11th and 12th, over there you will get a different, you know, variety of definition of the acid. Like as per the Laurie Bronsted, what is acid? As per the Lewis, what is acid? As per the Annies, what is acid? But for as of now, means up to your level, you have to only understand the acid is nothing. It is only the chemical substance which gives you the sour taste. एक ऐसा substance जो आपको खट्टा स्वाद देता हो, taste देता हो. This is called the acid. Now, the from where the acid derives? The acid derives or comes from the Latin word known as acid, or in other word you may say that acidus. Acidus, A-C-I-D-U-S. Acidus is a Latin word which refer as the substance which give you the sour taste, means the substance which give you the sour taste, which called the acid. Now this substance is sour because अब मैं पूछूंगी why this, in always science there is a very big why, very big clause. Why this substance gives the sour taste? So your answer will be very simple and very interesting, because ma'am, this substance contain the acid. Because of this reason, the acids are giving the generally sour taste. The chemical nature of such substance are acidic. Now I have put one table for you. Do they have the same taste? Means whatever the, like from your day-to-day life, from evening to night, you are having lot many table, and all the table are having the same taste? No. Your answer will be absolutely no. All right. So I have you know, I have prepared one table for you. You may answer me. You may write this answer in the chat box. That is substance and the taste. Fine. I hope you are seeing this this table. This table is only for you. That is the lemon juice, orange juice, and vinegar. I hope you people are very much familiar with these substances in our day-to-day life. Lemon juice, orange juice, and vinegar. Can you tell me? I have put over here the questions mark. You have to tell me. Yes, ma'am. Immediately write in chat box what will be the taste of such substance. Come on, hurry up, carrots. Lemon juice. Whether it may be sweet or it may be salty or it may be sour. So I am waiting for your answer. At the end of my session, I will go through all of these things and I will find out whosoever were good. Now, the sugar, what will be the taste of sugar? Baking soda, what will be the taste of the baking soda? These are all the edible, those we are utilizing or somehow we are using in our day-to-day life. Your mama might have all these things kept in your kitchen. So go to your mama and ask to her, mama, what is the taste of baking soda? Why we are adding it in our food item? What is its benefit? What's the advantage of such items we are using in our day-to-day life? Now, unripe mango. Nowadays, a summer vacation, summer time is going on. In fact, my carrot and some of you used to eat unripe, mango. So please go and taste it and write it the taste, because all the substance you may taste it, you may do the practical, because again and again I'm telling you that a theory part is not sufficient for science. You have to always do the practical one. When you will do the practical, when you will acquire the practical knowledge, automatically or spontaneously you will get the answer whatever the question is being asked to you. Now moving towards the next. As you can see in my slide, I have prepared the types of acid. Now, before that, I have told you that the depend upon the parameter. In my summary session, I will summarize the thing in a very brief manner. That is how the bifurcations of the acid is taking place. Now, the types of acid based upon their source. First of all, आपको जानना पड़ेगा कि source के base पे acid हमारे दो प्रकार के होते हैं. The acids are generally of two types based upon the sources from which they can obtain. Now, based upon the source, the acid are of two types. First one is your organic acid, and second is one inorganic acid. So inorganic acid is also known as mineral acid. My dear student, let me tell you again and again, I am telling you, the terminology might have different, but the concept are always same in science. This is what I have categorized the acid into the two parameter. One is your organic acid and another is your inorganic acid. Now, for the inorganic acid is also known as mineral acid. I hope you have understood why I am calling inorganic acid as mineral acid. Like in chapter, in class 6, you have read about the fiber to fabric. Over there, I have taught you that is fiber are of two types, synthetic fiber or the natural fiber. Means to based upon the sources, the fiber were categorized. Same here, based upon the source, the acid are categorized. So, what is your organic acid? Organic acid is nothing. Organic acid is nothing. It is all about the substance which naturally obtained from the plant and animal. And these acids, these types of the substance are known as organic acid. I hope you are understanding and I am making some sense to you people. So if you are understanding, write in chat box. Yes, ma'am, I am understanding. Now moving towards the next, that is inorganic acid or so-called the mineral acid. So inorganic acid is what? The acid that are derived from an inorganic material or so are called the mineral acid. For example, nitric acid, hydrochloric acid and the sulfuric acid. These are few common, most commonly used inorganic acid in laboratory. When you will be in standard 11th or 12th or from 9th onward, you will be having a practical experience about all these things. Means a very, at the door of the laboratory, you will find the diluted form of such acid are generally kept over the demonstrate table, because teachers, they used to demonstrate all this acid by using some practical. Now, inorganic acid, in other words, is also known as the acid or the substances which are prepared in laboratory by using the hydrogen, carbon, and many more metals, is called the inorganic acids. Now, depending upon the source, I have categorized the acid into the organic acid and the inorganic acid. Now, based upon the amount of the water, student, as I have told you, that based upon the, there are the various parameter. Based upon that one, we are categorized the acid. Now, based upon the source, there are two type of acid. What are those? Organic acid and inorganic acid, so called the mineral acid. Now, based upon the water, amount of the water, the acids are further classified into the concentrated acid and the diluted acids. So, what to call the concentrated acid? The acid that contain only the small quantity of the water. Miss, I will show you by drawing the picture, so that you may learn the things in a very detailed manner. Now, please one look over the picture. Yeah, acids. Fine. So acids are what? Which give you, which generally gives you which type of test? SAR test. Fine. This is what? Acid. And sources of acid, based upon the sources, the acid are classified into the three categories. One is called organic, inorganic. Second one is concentrated, conc acid, or dilute acid. I will make you understand. Wait, don't worry. Now, moving towards the is strong acid and weak acid. Fine. So, organic versus inorganic, concentrated versus diluted, strong versus weak acids. So, everything we will discuss in today's class only. Now, I have taught you, I hope I have made you understood about the, organic and inorganic acid. Somehow I am going to, write down the example of the organic acid, like acetic acid, citric acid, oxalic acid, etc. Many more are there. In our daily life, we are using the same. Now, inorganic acid. I hope cadets are understanding my handwriting over the, soft board. It is so slippery, that's why it is not coming good. So, inorganic acid is what? Inorganic acid is sulfuric acid. Means the acid which is prepared in laboratory. जो acid को, जो substance को हम लोग lab में prepare करते हैं, is called the inorganic acid. Now, what will be the chemical formula or molecular formula of the sulfuric acid? So, student, I am writing. There are major three inorganic acids. In market, it is known as, sulfuric acid is also known as, for your depth knowledge, for your NDA purpose, I am telling you, the king of acid is known as sulfuric acid, H2SO4, 2 molecule of hydrogen, 1 molecule of sulfur, 4 molecule of oxygen. Or in a very simple manner, I would like to introduce you 2 atom of hydrogen, 1 atom of sulfur, and 4 atom of oxygen. This all makes you H2SO4. This is what? The sulfuric acid, king of acid. This acid, miss, I will take a separate session only for this, acid. There are, long history behind it, why it is called the king of acid. Because, the acid is very corrosive and very, harmful. Once it will fall on our skin, it will highly burn our skin. So, because of this reason, the acid is known as sulfuric acid. I hope you are understanding. Now, moving towards the next, what are the next inorganic acid? I have told you before that there are major three types of acid. One is your, one is your, yeah, one is your sulfuric acid. Then another is your HCl. You might have heard about that one, HCl, hydrochloric acid. What is happening in this case? One molecule, also called the one atom of hydrogen plus one atom of chlorine. Chlorine is, hydrogen is what? Chlorine is your metal, or sometimes it is called the non-metal, and the hydrogen and the chlorine is what basically present in a very gaseous mode at RT. RT is what? Your 26 degree centigrade. This is what your room temperature. Over that, there are many more metal which are presenting, in the state of solid, liquids, and gases. So there are total 118 elements in our periodic table. Based upon that one, the categories are taking place. Now moving towards the next about the hydrogen. Hydrogen is what? It is the smallest element in the periodic table, bearing the atomic number is a 1. And I have told you that acids are, defined in a variant manner. So as per the Lewis acid, what is acid? The substance, suppose here is a container and I am putting some substance over here, suppose H2O. This is a water. Fine. Student, please learn it very carefully. I am making you understand. This is what the water. And I have made you understood what the composition of water is what? Two atom of hydrogen or mole. मैं मोल नहीं बोल रही हूँ because आप you are not very much familiar about the mole. In your higher standard you might be learning about the mole, about the molecular structure and many more things you will be introducing. But as of now you have to only understand water कैसे बनता है by the composition of 2 mole of hydrogen plus 1 mole of oxygen. Fine. So as acid, as per the standard manner, if I am going to define the acid are such substance which release H plus ion. क्या वो release करता है H plus ion when it will mix with water. Means if some substance mix with water, they have a tendency to release the H plus ion, and such substance is known as acids. So it was all about your higher standard level, or that knowledge you must know about all these things. But as of now you have to only understand the low level definition of the acid. Now inorganic acid, that is H2O, HCl, HNO3. These three acids are commonly known as inorganic acid. H2SO4, HCl, and HNO3. H2SO4 is known as sulfuric acid. Don't worry, I will share you my PPT over there. You may note it down the things. But for as of now, you have to only focus on the screen, whatever is being written over there. Now it is what? Sulfuric acid. Right, student? I hope you understand it. So it is called the hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. Why it is called hydro? Because hydrogen is also known as hydro and chlorine is known as chloric. So hydrochloric acid, and NH3 is known as nitric acid. So these are the three acid in organic acid in our industry: hydrochloric, nitric, and sulfuric acid. I hope you people are understanding. Now moving towards the next, that is what we have next, diluted and the concentrate acid. Now what is diluted and what is concentrated? I will make a picture, and based upon that one I would like to make you understand. Fine. Suppose this is what? Some container, some glass container. Fine. What is happening? I am taking acid of 100 gram. Student, listen, this is a numerical, you have to understand. Suppose I have taken acid or substance weighing of 100 gram. Weighing off means weight, जिसका weight क्या है 100 gram. If I am pouring it inside the container, so inside the container, what will be the weight of the substance? 100 gram. Absolutely. Why? Because the container was completely dry. There were not traces of water inside it. Fine. If your teacher will instruct you, beta X, you have to prepare the acid weighing 100 gram. So what you will do? Either there will be the two condition or two cases. First case, you will not add water. You will not add water. And in second case, what you will do? You will add water. Like alterations, everywhere there is alteration. In your spice, in your milk, the milkmen, they are making, they are adding water in order to make the quantity large. So if your teacher, if your, some instructor will instruct you to prepare the acid, he or she not even added that whether it may be, concentrated and diluted. You have to prepare the acid of weighing of 100 gram. So in this case, what will strike in your mind? Yeah, I can, save this amount of acid, and in place of such acid, I can add some, quantity of the water. So what you will do? In order to make 100 gram of acid, you may add 80 gram of acid plus 20 gram of water. Is it so, student? This one will be the amount of acid, this one will be the amount of water. So what you are doing? You are doing the alteration, you are doing the dilution process. Means this is the pure acid, 100 gram of acid, and over there what you are trying to make. So 100 gram of acid will equivalent to 80 gram of acid plus 20 gram of water. So altogether 80 plus 20 will give you the 100 gram of the water. As soon as you are going to add the water in the acid, what you are doing? You are doing the dilution process. Means what you are doing? Dilution process. Dilution means what? In a very simple manner, dilution is nothing. It is all about the addition of water. So if you are going to add water in any liquid or in any substance, the process known as dilution process. So you are knowing that water is known as a universal solvent. Fine, student. I hope you have understood. Now, in a very brief manner, I am going to look over the, discussed topic. That is what? A concentrated and diluted acid. Concentrated means, conc acid means pure acid. Pure acid without any presence of water molecule. I hope you are understanding. Now dilute acid. So dilute acid is what? The acid which is prepared by addition of some quantity of water is called the dilute acid. So the the rate of dilution will increase. How the rate of dilution will increase? Suppose in one container I have added, this is one container, this is second container. In first container I have given 80 gram of ml. You may if you are taking in a liquid mode, so you may take 80 ml of acid and 20 ml of 80 ml of acid ले रहे हो, 20 ml of water ले रहे हो. So all together they are making 100 ml of acid. Fine. But in second case, in second container, what I have mixed the quantity of the water as 70 ml of acid plus 30 ml of water. So student, you as you can see in the two picture, in the two container, the quantity of the water is going to be increased. So in first case, what is the quantity of the water? 20 ml. In second case, what is the quantity of the water? That is 30 ml. So the the rate of concentration will increase. I'm going to make you one indication based upon that one for your clue purpose. You may learn all these things as the rate of as the quantity of the water will increase. So what will decrease? The concentrate tendency of any liquid is going to be deteriorated, or you may say it will be decreasing. Why? Because you are knowing well that is water is your universal solvent. This is all about the depth knowledge about the acid and base. Let's we come back to our label, that is your label. I have pasted one picture, that is source of acid. Now source of organic acid. In our day-to-day life, there are many eatables, food items we are eating which are following as vinegar, acetic acid. What is the, or bazaru name means to, in market, in layman word you may say acetic acid as a vinegar. Because आप जब market में जाओगे और उनको बोलोगे कि sir acetic acid दीजिए, they might have they may be no, they may not be no. So in order to make for their convenient purpose only, what we are calling as a vinegar, उनको हम लोग vinegar बोलते हैं. And these are all the acetic acid. Now apple. In apple, what types of the organic acid present? I will give you one task. I will give you one table. Over there you have to write down the name of the the organic acid which is present in the respective food item or edible item. Now apple, what is there? The name of the acid which is present in the apple is the malic acid. In tomato, or the same. In the ant bite, or in a scorpion bite, what is there? Formic acid. So because of this reason, beta, as soon as it is sting, it as soon as it bite, our skin is start burning. Why start burning? Because this types of acid is highly corrosive. Because among the organic acid, this formic acid, acetic acid, they are little bit or slightly corrosive. They are slightly corrosive. Because of this reason, they are giving us pain. They start burning our skin, and so that we have to neutralize the skin as soon as we are we are being caught by the bite of ant or scorpio, बिच्छू वगैरह जो होता है. So उसके डंक में क्या रहता है? The in the sting of such creature, there is a formic acid. Now moving towards the next, what we have next, that is in milk and curd. So in milk, what is there? In milk, there is a lactic acid. So because of this reason, you are having when you are going to taste the curd and the spoiled milk, you are getting the taste as a sour taste. You are getting sour taste. So obviously, the edible, the substance which give you the sour taste, जो खट्टा पदार्थ होता है, जो खट्टा taste देता है, so such substance are known as acid. In grapes, we are eating grape, it's a fruit item. So in grape there is a tartaric acid. In tomato there is a oxalic acid, and in lemon there is a citric acid. So let me tell you, my dear student, citric acid and your malic acid and acetic acid, sometimes the student they are going to collapse the concept of the citric acid and acetic acid, both are same. No, let me tell you, the two substances, the two acids are entirely different. They are, though they are, the composition of these two acids are undoubt, no doubt, they are made of the hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen. But the composition are the number of the carbon chain varies from acetic acid to citric acid. In acetic acid, though it is a simpler hydrocarbon, the molecular formula of acetic acid is CH3COOH. In 11-12 people will be learning about the functional group carboxylic acid, that is COOH. This is the molecular formula of the wise. I have written over there the functional and the molecular formula of the carboxylic acid is what? COOH. This is the molecular formula. But as of now, you have to only just take it and grasp the thing in your mind. But God knows, who knows when it will will be beneficial for you. Now moving towards the next. Yeah. Property of acid. Acid are generally, I have taught you many more things about the acid. Acid are sour to taste. It is acid turns blue litmus to red litmus. Wait and watch in my next session. I will be coming with a litmus paper, and I will show you how the indicator means you cannot, ma'am, as ma'am instructed in the live session, that you go and taste the organic acid. You go and taste any acid. No. Absolutely no. All right, my dear friend, because randomly you cannot pick out the edible item and you are going to taste it. Sometimes, like I have mentioned you, inorganic acid is a very harmful, is a very corrosive in nature. You cannot taste it very randomly. Somehow it will lead to harm to your internal organ, or sometime your skin, your body. So how then, this is the very big clause over here, ma'am. Then how I can check whether the substance is it is acidic in nature, or it is basic in nature, or it is salt in nature? So my dear student, there is one instrument, or one what to say, yeah, substance which help us, the reference which help us to test the the substance, which one is acidic, which one is basic, which one is salt. And the name of such substance is litmus. In our next chapter, in our next session, of course we will learning all these things about the concept, depth concept of the litmus. But as of now, you have to only understand the property of the acid. First one is that it is sour to taste, means always acid give you sour taste. The acid turns blue litmus to red. Yeah, I will show you. If you will be standing in the laboratory or over there, if I will get a chance to show you, or no doubt I will show you how the literally it's really magic when you people will see that, ma'am, yes ma'am, blue litmus, wow ma'am, blue litmus paper is turning into the red. Yes ma'am, whatever you taught us is truly true. So again and again I'm telling you, beta, this is all about the theoretical part. I hope you are understanding 90% you are in taking the thing, but remaining 10% you will intake when I will show you the practical, when I will do it practically. Thereafter only you will understand the thing in a very detailed manner. This is the beauty of science. Okay, wow. Next, acid. Acid can corrode metals like aluminum and iron. Acid has, as I have discussed the thing, acid generally having the corrosive nature. So what they are doing? They are corroding the metal like aluminum and iron. Corroding means to say that means spoiling out the container, which is made up generally with the help of aluminum and iron. Due to their corrosive nature, that is why acid are generally stored in the glass container and not in a metal container. Moving towards the next, what we have the next point, acids are soluble in water. Generally, all acids are soluble in water. There is no doubt. There is some exception always in chemistry, but the all acids are generally soluble in water. All right, friend. Now next, acids react with the metal to form the salt and hydrogen. This in this manner I have written the equation. Magnesium is a metal. When it reacts with HCl, what is HCl? HCl is your hydrochloric acid. So when magnesium is react with HCl, what is forming? Magnesium chloride. And magnesium chloride, the formula of the magnesium chloride is NgCl2. If I am going to splitting up this the chemical substance, what it will give? It will give you Mg2 plus Cl minus. These are all the ions, means they always, the salt is forming by the combination of positive and the negative ion. So it is all about the concept of the salt. In my next slide, I will definitely I will let you in detailed manner what is salt. Now, whatever I have told you, depending upon the nature parameter, the acids are of three types: organic, inorganic, then concentrated versus diluted, strong versus weak acid. What are the strong acid? What are the weak acids? As you can see in the slide, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, and phosphoric acid. These are called the inorganic acid. Now, student, let me ask you to you, where I have written the example of such acid. So, in the category of mineral acid. So, the mineral acid are also known as inorganic acid. Inorganic acid come strong acid. Now, the weak acid, all organic acid are known as weak acid. Fine. Moving towards the next. Yeah, uses of acid, that means basically I have prepared this slide for you to know about the uses of inorganic acid. We are knowing, we are very much familiar about the use of the organic acid, like in our day-to-day life, we are eating, we are intaking the organic acid. But what is the industrial, what is the chemical effect of the inorganic acid? Right from hydrochloric acid. What is hydrochloric acid? I have told you hydrochloric acid is what? HCl, hydrogen and chlorine combination, which gives you hydrochloric acid. What is the use of the hydrochloric acid, beta? You may see in the picture, in the slide, used to remove the rust from the metal. कोई भी metal के ऊपर से जो rust लग जाता है, I hope you have observed in our school also, when the construction was going on, the time the workers, they were putting some acids over the floor in order to remove out the rust, or sometime algae over the surfaces. So, for this purpose only hydrochloric acids are generally used. Moving towards the next, sulfuric acid. What are the use of sulfuric acid? Sulfuric acid are used in the automobile batteries, fertilizer, पेंट एंड प्लास्टिक एंड डाइज. आप लोग देखे होंगे आपके पापा के डैडी के कार के पीछे एक इन्वर्टर, एक बैटरी रहता है. सो व्हाट इज देयर इनसाइड द बैटरी? हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड. व्हाई इट इज kept inside there? Because hydrochloric, all the acids are very good electrolytes. I am telling you for your depth knowledge, for your NDA purpose. What is sulfuric acid? What are the whatever the acid you are seeing over here, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, acetic acid. Let me tell you, my dear cadets, all acids are very good nature. That means they are tendency to conduct, to transport the charge from one terminal to another terminal in the field of electricity or in the field of physics. So I hope you are knowing मैं क्या कहना चाह रही हूँ. So these acids are good conductor of electricity. Because of this reason, in order to conduct, in order to transfer the charge from one terminal, from positive to negative or negative to positive, we are using this type of acid. So moving towards the next, that is your nitric acid, because these are very good electrolytes. बहुत अच्छा electrolytes होता है, and they have a tendency to conduct the electricity. Because of this reason, they are using in a various purpose, in a various manner. Now, nitric acid used in the fertilizer, plastic, phosphoric film, explosive and dyes. आप लोग dyes देखते होंगे, कपड़े का कलर जो हम लोग कलर करते हैं, we are making colorful clothes. So from where it is coming out? So it is coming out with the help of the nitric acid. Explosive, yeah. Fertilizer, I hope you are knowing about the urea. What is urea, my dear student? Urea is what? Basically diaminoketone. So over there, what is there? Nitrogen is there. And what is the main role of nitric acid? So in the nitrogen fixation, in the nitrogen cycle, means when the farmer, they are adding the nitrogen containing compound to the soil. So why they are adding these types of soil? In order to make the fertility of the soil. So And these are all the, man-made fertilizer which is being provided to soil in order to nourish the soil, in order to provide the required, minerals to the soil. We are using the nitric acid. So nitric acid not only used in the fertilizer, but also it is being used in the plastics, making the plastic container, photographic films, explosive, and the dyes. Now moving to us in next, acetic acid. Ma'am, you have told me acetic acid is organic acid, but why you have added in the category of the inorganic? It's a very good questions. I hope you are, these types of question is coming out in your mind. Now wait, I am explaining the thing. I have told you, beta, acetic acid is what? Present in a vinegar in the form of dilute. Means अगर आप 100 ग्राम का एक एसिड बाजार से खरीद के आ रहे हो, so what is there? 99 percent of the water is there and only 1% of the acid is there. So बेटा बताओ ये कहाँ से harmful हुआ, कहाँ से corrosive हुआ? It is highly, it is highly diluted in form, but the basic nature of this acid is generally the inorganic acid. It is not the organic acid, though we are putting it in the form in the category of the organic acid, but it is not actually inorganic. It is not actually organic acid. It is actually the inorganic acid. The molecular formula of the acetic acid is what? CH3 COOH. These are the molecular formula of the acetic acid. Moving towards the next slide. Come on, student. You may you may see in the slide acid in nature. Wow. So in our nature, in our daily life, in our atmosphere, in our surrounding, the acids are present in a very different manner. Many acids are part of our life itself. You might be knowing that inside our, in fact, we people are carrying the acid in term of, hydrochloric acid. So I hope you are knowing inside our stomach what is there. Hydrochloric acid is there. Ma'am, again one question. Ma'am, आप तो बोले थे ये very corrosive होता है. It is very high, it is very corrosive. It gives harmful effect to our body. So why our body is not spoiling out? So my dear student, again I am telling you, it is present in what? In a form of dilute. So why it is present? What is the role of this acid? So it helps us to digest, to simplify the complex food item into the simpler one, so that they can take part into the respiration process. So these are the main role or vital role of hydrochloric acid in our stomach. I will definitely explain each and everything in a very detailed manner in your next in your second chapter, nutrition in animal, in where the point where the topic digestion, human digestive system, मैं वहाँ पे आप लोगों को पढ़ाऊंगी. But आपको भी right now you have to focus in the chapter number 5, that is in our nature. The acids are present in a variant mode, in a various types. Organic or the carboxylic acid are a part of life itself and can be found in a many animal and the plant. Now moving towards the next, that is base. अभी हम लोग अभी तक means till now we were discussing about the the acid. Now the second king of chemistry is what? Base. So really, my dear student, though I really like this chemistry. So acid, base, and salt, these are fundamental constituent part which increase the beauty of science, that is acid, base, and salt. Now what is base? Base are also found in a household product. आप अपने घर में देखे होंगे in a form of deodorant, in a form of milk of magnesia, in a form of soap, whatever the soap you are using. We will Lux, Lifebuoy, many more soap are present available in a market. So whatever the source whatever the soap you are using, these are all basic in nature. Now my friend, let me tell you what is base. Base is nothing, the substance that tastes bitter. वैसा substance जो आपको कड़वा टेस्ट दे, bitter टेस्ट दे, that substance are known as base, and they have basic nature. They are generally, I'm giving you one clue, one physical property of the base. Without performing in the laboratory, how you can identify which one is a base, which one is a acid. So my dear student, this is a clue for identification of the base. Is generally all bases showing the same property, same physical property, that they are slippery in nature. जब आप उसको टच करते हो तो सोप आपके हाथ से निकल जाता है. What it indicates is slippery in nature. When you are putting deodorant over your body, afterward when you will touch, some liquids are coming out from the container, and when you will touch you will feel like sticky type material is coming out. Similarly, milk of magnesia and many more acids in your toothpaste also, baking powder, baking soda, detergent, all your detergent powder, whatever you have. Suppose if you are forgetting about the detergent that you have already laid over the surface, and as soon as when you will when your leg will fall over there, so what will consequence will happen, you are knowing. फट से गिर जाओगे. ठीक है. So why? Because the nature, slippery nature of the base. For example, what are the base are in our day to day life? Baking soda containing the chemical name. अब मैं बार बार बोल रही हूँ. Again and I am telling you, the chemicals are available in a market in their another name, and the chemical name of such substance are very entirely different. All right, my cadets. Now, baking soda. If you will go to the market and from the shopkeeper, if you will tell you, सर भैया आपके पास सोडियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट है क्या? So some of maybe knowing about this one, some of may not be knowing about this one, because they are not very much, they don't have depth knowledge about the such chemicals. So how they can say? So my dear, baking soda is what? Basically the sodium hydrogen carbonate, NaHCO3. This is the basic nature and it is absolutely base. Milk of magnesia, soap, lime water, calcium hydroxide and household cleansure, whatever the cleansure, Lysol वगैरह जो भी आप use करते हो, they are all basic in nature. In a way they are base. Now, types of base. As I have bifurcated, acid in the various categories. Similarly, the base are further classified into the strong base and weak base. So, strong base. Some of the bases are corrosive in nature. Like acid, not only the acids are corrosive, bases are also corrosive. NaOH, sodium hydroxide, is a highly corrosive in nature, and because of this reason, they generally kept in a container in the diluted form rather than in concentrated form. So what it will gives the result? It may result in skin burns. Similarly, like acid, it will start burning our skin. So these are all also very corrosive nature. Such bases are called the strong base, जो आपके स्किन को जला देता है, जो burning feature रखता है, corrosive feature रखता है. Such bases are known as strong base. For example, what are the strong bases? Like sodium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide. These are all the strong base. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide. These are the strong base. Okay. Okay, carrots. Fine. Now moving towards the next slide. I hope my time is exceeding. That's why you said camp. Yeah, salt. So in my next class, from salt, this topic from salt onward, I will discuss. As of now, please go and revise the thing whatever I have taught to you. So in my next class, I will teach you about the various uses of salt and that is what indicator, types of indicator and neutralization process or neutralization in our everyday life. So thank you, my dear student. If you have some query, so you may ask through Google Classroom app only, or while you will be getting my doubt clearing session. So in that particular session you may raise your question. I will try to sort out your problem. Thank you. And please don't forget to give your attendance right now. Please write whosoever were present in my class. Please write your roll number so that I can collect your attendance record. It is very mandatory, beta. Attending 75%, attendance is very mandatory for appearing in any exam as per CBSE norm. Okay. Bye. Thank you, everybody. Hello, cadets. Please don't log out. Next session will go on smoothly. Fine. Now you may say whatever you want to say. हेलो कैडेट्स अभी बोल सकते हो बेटा आप लोग
Yes, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Yes, sir. How are you?